is next. All right, let's see. Quite honestly, I don't even know when the last time this card came out. It's been so long. But the first thing I noticed is all the amethyst and then the heart right there. So beautiful. And her beautiful wings. So she's from the angelic realms. She's got light all around her crown, just like Lady Venus. It says divine alchemy, move beyond current challenges, focus on what you desire. So we have another reminder to focus. Our thoughts are so powerful, you guys. Our thoughts are really powerful, especially right now while we are in master magician mode and we are co-creating with the universe to bring about our reality. Okay. Holy Amethyst is the twin flame of Archangel Zadkiel. Zadkiel came out in last week's reading, so I would encourage you, if any of this resonates, go ahead and check out that last message. The angel who helps us transmute negative experiences into love and learning. Archangel Zadkiel is the keeper of the violet flame, which helps us release anything that is no longer serving us. Holy Amethyst also enables us to look over our past fears and challenges and draw wisdom and learning from them. Unlike Zadkiel, for many years, she was not mentioned in spiritual texts, and I believe this is the author, because it comes from the Keepers of the Light Oracle by Kyle Gray. He believes this was because her miraculous support wasn't needed on Earth as it is now. To connect deeply with her light, hold her namesake crystal, so amethyst. If you have amethyst at home, you can hold it. You can keep it on your bedstand at night. If you have jewelry, you can wear it. You can keep it in your pocket if you have a small one, carry it around with you, put it on your desk at work or anywhere. You can have multiple. I love amethyst. This is my favorite crystal, so I have it everywhere in my house. So it says here, her extended message says, you're ready to move beyond energies or situations that are no longer helpful to you and make space in your life for something more purposeful. Oh, that makes so much sense. Oh my gosh, you guys. All of this message about you are the master manifester. You are co-creating with the universe right now. We had number 10, creating a new portal. You're stepping through a portal into the next stage of your life, the next stage here on earth, whether that's moving from a relationship, moving from a neighborhood, moving from a city, a town, a state, relocating. It could be moving from a job, going to a different job. Maybe it's some sort of up-leveling, and it's also very much, very, very heavily on what you want it to be. So that's why your thoughts, all of this mental space, all of these thinking, all of this, like how you talk to yourself, how you build yourself up, how you speak to yourself in the mind, cultivating that kind environment for yourself to uplift you, to fiercely fight for you, to stand up for you, to guide you and provide for you this beautiful next leg of your journey. This is why. Oh, this is beautiful. All right, I'm going to reread that. Whew, I'm getting pumped up, you guys. This is awesome. You are ready to move beyond energies or situations that are no longer helpful to you and make space in your life for something more purposeful. You may feel a real need for clearing out, not just mentally or emotionally, but physically too. There is a sense that you are moving beyond challenges and forging golden opportunities from stagnant or unhappy experiences. You're starting a new part of your life. This is the next part of your journey, and it's going to be the best yet. Whew. Oh, I take that, man. I accept that 100%. Thank you. Whew, God, Jesus, universe, source, divine, creator. Oh, all of these energies that have come forward to bring this message. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I accept. I hope you guys can accept too. And we're not even done. We're still going. I'm excited. This is awesome. It's important to recognize that you are like a magician at this time. We've already confirmed that. That's confirmation. With the ability to use your thoughts, will, and actions to bring about life-fulfilling and dream-enhancing opportunities. What we think about, we bring about. Say it with me, y'all, for the people in the back. What you think about, you bring about. What you think about, you bring about. Where attention goes, energy flows. Where your attention goes, you're literally infusing your energy, and you're telling the universe you want more of that. That's what you want. What you think about, you bring about. Write it down. Write a note on your fridge, write a note on your bathroom mirror, write a note in the car, write a note everywhere you go. Even get that, there's an app called the Parrot app. It's free. You can speak it into this Parrot app and just play it on record. What you think about, you bring about. And where attention goes, energy flows. That is what you are creating your next part of this journey to be. And right now, it is golden opportunity time because you are co-creating with the divine. Woo! Man, that is awesome. I'm so excited. It's important to focus on what you desire and not what you fear. And I'm going to go back to the part where it says you're like a magician. Okay. It's important to recognize that you are like a magician at this time. You are co-creating with the universe in master magician mode, if this is resonating with you. Hoo-wee! With the ability to use your thoughts, will, and actions to bring about life-fulfilling and dream-enhancing opportunities. It's important to focus on what you desire and not what you fear. Focus what you give your energy on. The good stuff, right? What you want to happen. Because when you give your energy to will literally begin to, whatever you give your energy will begin to literally flourish, happen, and manifest in your very life, in this very experience. Call on Holy Amethyst to help you focus on golden opportunities. This is the golden age. This is happening. Aquarius has gone into Pluto and it's going to be there for the next 20 years. I'm asking you this. What do you want the next 20 years of your life to look like? Think about it. What do you want the next 20 years of your life to look like? Whatever it is, that's what you think about. That's what you infuse your energy into, because that's what this next portal is. That's what you're creating right now. Your world. You're doing it. So whatever you want it to be, that's what you need to focus on. That is massively change. That's a game changer. That is a game changer. And that is absolutely awesome that we also have planetary support. We have this abundant cosmic support. This makes me think of like the Kali Yuga. And I don't even know that much about the Kali Yuga. Maybe it's coming through because we have all of these Hindu gods and goddesses up here. There's like a period of time, I don't know if it's 12 years or 20,000 years, 12,000 years, 20,000 years, whatever it is, but there's a cyclical thing that happens. It's like a cyclical thing that happens. And I think it's very much aligned with the planets. And this next 20 years is going to be what you want it to be. You have to focus your energy, infuse your energy into that. Whew, and I'm hearing again, write it down. Write it down so you do not forget. Write it down, write it down, write it down. Even pause this video if you have to and write it down and then come back. Woo-wee. Oh my goodness. And think big. Think big. Don't limit yourself. I'm hearing write down what you want and then say, or better. I'm hearing, or better. So write down whatever you think you want. And it's like kind of giving the universe freedom to be like, or better. Boom. Maybe you didn't even think. Maybe you're thinking, I want a big house. Okay, cool. I want this big house. And you kind of know how many rooms you want, how many bathrooms you want, how you want your kitchen to look, how many cars you want in your garage. Maybe you know how big of a property you want. Maybe it's a little house, whatever it is. Write it all down. What do I want my job to look like? What do I want my perfect partner to look like? If I want a family, what do I want my family to be like? If I want to go on a trip, where do I want to go on that trip? What do I want that experience to be like? How do I want to, make a change in my personal life? Do I want to get fit? Do I want to maybe lose weight or gain weight or be stronger or be healthier? Do I want whatever you want to do? Write it all down and say, or better. Like that. That's pretty amazing. This energy, you guys, is really something else. It is like, whoo-wee. Man, it's massive. There's something big, big, big happening. Really big. Okay, I'm hearing Lady Freya next. So we're going to go over here to Lady Freya. All right. And I love that she has this big, massive raven. Raven is a special totem to me because just recently Raven has joined my spirit team. I would say in the last 6 months to a year. And so I've been seeing a lot of ravens, and anytime I hear one, I say, what is the message? If I see one, what is the message? And I recognize them and I say, hey, I see you. What is the message? I hear you. What is the message? And sure enough, I'll get an intuitive hit. I'll get a nudge from my guides and I'll be like, oh, okay. And it's really awesome. So if you can associate with Raven energy, or perhaps you work with the phases of the moon, this may very well be something that hits a little bit different for you too. All right, so it says here, let me make sure you can see her. There we go. Freya, which means lady, is the Norse goddess of the moon and love. She is the twin flame of Odin. Odin also came out. And a warrior goddess who offers deep spiritual and physical protection to those who call on her. So we have a lot of fierce maternal energy, fierce feminine energy. I love it. I love that. Both warriors. And we also had Freya's dragon rider come out looking like a warrior. I mean, tell me she doesn't look badass, right? She's beautiful and fierce. I love it. We'll get to her card in a moment. But yeah, so for now, let's talk about this one. This card here. All right. She will stand before you with her shield and spear, keeping you safe from harm. She works closely with moon energy and helps us recognize that our life is a cycle that is always changing. And we just talked about Aquarius entering Pluto for 20 years. This is also a cycle. So this is a big energy. Big things are happening. And 20 years in human terms is a kind of a big chunk of time. It could be like a third of our life or a quarter of our entire life. So yeah, it's a big chunk of time. Let's invest wisely. Let's infuse our energy to those things that we really want to happen and that what we want to see in our lives, how we want it to look. She works closely with moon energy and helps us recognize that our life is a cycle that is always changing. She herself is the maiden, the mother, and the crone aspect of all women and guides them to see the wisdom these cycles bring. We all go through phases and cycles of growth, and Freya is the energy that supports this. She is a raven spirit totem. That was interesting, she is. Freya, have you been coming to me in the raven totem? She has a raven spirit totem, which is said to represent her capacity to travel between heaven and earth. Her extended message says, a phase of your life may be coming to an end. We just talked about that with this portal, new portal. Let's see what else it says. When one door closes, another opens. You may have been desperate for change, but now that it's here, you could feel vulnerable. Know that the mighty goddess Freya will guide you. Illusions are now being revealed so that you can leave behind anything that is false. Step into your peaceful warrior-like energy and welcome the changes you deserve. Tie up all loose ends and take heart. This is an exciting time. Woo! Yes, it is. I'm excited. Oh man, this is amazing. Amazing. I'm sorry. Getting a little carried away. Whew. Excuse me. I was getting very thirsty. Okay. Odin. Let's hear from Odin. Whew. Odin has big energy. Big energy. Okay. Odin. Psychic insight. Your third eye is open. See truth for what it is. And Freya just said, illusions are like falling away. You're seeing things for what they are. See truth for what it is. Follow your intuition. Very cool. I like how his crown almost looks like raven wings. And there are many ravens flying around here. We have some ancient Norse rune symbols. And it almost looks like a symbol for Thor's hammer on his helmet there. He's got his armor on. He's also got 2 different colored eyes. Let's see what his card says. And you know, his card hasn't come out in a while. So perhaps if you're new to the channel, maybe you haven't heard about the Odin card. So I'll go ahead and read it. I kind of read all of them anyways. You know, it's interesting because every time I read one, no matter how many times they come out, every time they read one, whatever the message is, there's always some new insight that happens. So some new intuitive hit that happens. So I love it. I don't expect you guys all to remember them. I don't remember all of them, but here we go. Let's see what it says. Odin is the Norse All-Father, the god who is revered to the present day. He is a powerful, all-seeing, all-knowing god. His twin flame is Freya, and like her, he has a raven totem. The story goes that he surrendered one of his eyes at a mystical spring called Mimir so that he could gain the wisdom of the ages. He's a strong but somewhat wild character who helps us reawaken our natural psychic instincts and open our third eye so we can look beyond the physical senses and into the spiritual realms. He also helps us recognize that it's okay to have insights into what's happening next. After all, we are the creators of our path. We just talked about all that, right? Good. Very cool. Okay. Odin guards the runic alphabet too and works closely with signs, symbols, and omens. His extended message says, you're being encouraged to look beyond what your physical eyes are showing you. Look within and follow your intuition or psychic visions. You may want to plan ahead at this time. It's important to keep your mind and energy focused on the best possible outcome. Best possible outcome. What do you want to happen? What you think about, you bring about. Now I'm hearing again, write it down. I mean, he's like standing here shouting at me, write it down, write it down, write it down. He's like standing in a crowd. I don't know if you've ever seen the movie, what is it? I don't know. It's an old movie that John Cusack's in, and he stands outside this girl's bedroom window with a giant boombox. It's from the 80s. And I'm seeing that, like, you can't ignore me. You have to write it down. Oh my goodness. That's so funny. Sometimes they crack me up. And I shut the card, so I got to find it again. Sorry. I mean, I shut the book. All right, let's see. Whew. Man, all right. You are being encouraged to look beyond what your physical eyes are showing you. Look within and follow your intuition or psychic visions. You may want to plan ahead at this time. It's important to keep your mind and energy focused on the best possible outcome. There will be signs and symbols from the light to tell you that you are on the right path. Be aware of winged beings gracing your path as a wink from Odin, and the light keepers to say that they are honoring your work. Aww, that's beautiful. Thank you. Thank you, Odin. Thank you, Freya. Thank all of you wonderful, beautiful beings for coming here today. This is amazing. I've been kind of saving Mercury. We're going to save Mercury for last. Let's go to the Freya card. We're going to go to this Dragon Riders, and she's card number 33. This is the first time this card came out. And when I was in meditation, I was seeing this color, and I was like, man, I see like whites or blues. What is that? And it was like this beautiful, and it was this color. It's almost like amethyst. And I think it was a little bit deeper bluer, but oh God, it was a beautiful energy when she filled the room, when she came in. Oh man, it was very powerful too. All right, so let's see what her card says. It's a very beautiful card. I love it. Freya is the goddess of love, beauty, femininity, and fertility, and the sorceress and leader of the Valkyries. As a Valkyrie and goddess of war, she arrives in the aftermath of a battle to take half of the fallen warriors to Folkvangr. I'm not sure if I'm saying that right. The heavenly field over which she rules, where they will celebrate in Sessrumnir, her feasting hall. Odin takes the remaining half of the fallen warriors to Valhalla. The rune of this Nordic goddess is Fehu. As the first in the runic alphabet, Fehu promises a reward for all that is achieved and for every person who follows their own path with courage. It presents prosperity and abundance in all aspects and the promise that anything is possible. Fehu will lead you into the unknown and show you that you can master, tame, and command everything. This rune resonates with the completion of a development, the conclusion of a path, and at the same time also shows that something new is about to begin. Perfect. That is beautiful. That is in perfect alignment with everything we've been talking about. The creation of your new world. What do you want your new world to be? Man, this is awesome. And this talking about, the battles, maybe these have been battles in the mind. Maybe it has been a really hard ass battle to come this far, but you have made it. You came this far. You have been triumphant. You have won the battle. Now, what do you want the rest of the next 20 years to look like? Because you know you can do it. Look at her eyes. She knows she can do it. You did it. You're successful. You overcame something. You're an overcoming. I'm hearing overcomer. This is big energy. It says, work with Fehu. Draw its shape on your body and visualize it in your meditations. Wow. Okay. Be courageous. This is from Freya. Be courageous as you walk your destined life path, and you will discover your true identity. Only the self-aware can understand the answer to the question, what is my task? Remember we talked about self-awareness, increased awareness. Buddha brought that into us to remind us. We've sort of heard that reiterated throughout all of this message. Life is constantly creating new situations. Do not mourn what is past and is lost, but instead focus on what can now be gained. Be brave and dedicate yourself to living life. Be receptive to the impulses seeking to guide you to happiness and abundance. Be free from fear, for I am here holding my protective shield over you. This brown dragon accompanying Freya is called Elska Eld, which translates as fire of love. A message from the dragon. Ascending life, renewing energies are flowing to you today and will do so tomorrow. Be alert and open to them. It is time to unite the power of the 4 elements within you so that you become the sum of their magic and shine in your pure creative power. As a reminder, I'm being told, remind you the 4 elements: earth, wind, air, fire. Freya and I will protect you during this process. Light a candle at each of the 4 points of the compass. Visualize the Star of David above your head and meditate. That's beautiful. The Star of David, you guys, I feel is the symbol of the Merkaba. I've never read it anywhere. I've never had any sort of scientific proof or anything, but I feel like the Star of David is the Merkaba, because it's written, as it's drawn, is 2-dimensional, although the Merkaba is a 5-dimensional and higher type of energy. It's all of those angles. When they start spinning all together, it creates a transport. You're being transported. It's like opening a new portal, transporting you to your highest life. Wow. Realm shifting. I'm hearing realm shifting. This is big. You put in a lot of work. Whoever this is resonating with, it's not been an easy journey, but you overcame challenges. You broke down barriers. You broke through walls. And some of that meant burning bridges, and some of that being cutting people off. But in doing so, you remained true to yourself. You increased awareness. And now you have a cosmic gateway. And you are manifesting with the universe, co-creating with the universe, the creator of all things. This is a massive ascension. Massive ascension. You put in so much work. Whoever this is resonating with, congratulations. This is beautiful. Beautiful energy. I'm going to have to look up the Fehu, what the symbol is. The Fehu symbol. I wonder if it's on this card somewhere. And the only symbols I do see is like right here on her armor, on her, it's like the bottom of the breastplate here. It looks like 2 hourglasses or 2 figure 8s, which is infinity, next to each other. So perhaps that is what the symbol is. I'm going to have to look it up though. And I would encourage you to also look up the Fehu. I've been known to draw the sign of protection, which looks like a Y with a stick coming up the middle. Almost looks like a fork. But I'm going to have to look up what that is. Fehu. Okay, last but not least, coming in big time with the throat chakra. We've got big time blue energy here. Blue, lots of blue energy. Throat chakra, so we have some speaking coming through. I'm also seeing the flower of life behind him. We've got some feathers looking up at like a feathery crown. Looks like raven feathers. We've got the Caduceus wand. That's the Archangel Raphael's wand of healing, divine healing. Mercury is known as the Greek god of communication. Mercury is also a planet that's associated with communication. And I also really honestly think that, and this is my own belief, you can take it or leave it. I think that Thoth and Archangel Raphael and Mercury are all one and the same. Like, sort of like in Christianity, Jesus and God and the Holy Spirit are the same, like the trifecta, the Holy Trinity. I feel like these guys are the same. So let's read about it, and we'll talk more about the downloads I'm getting. You may have some Atlantean energy. I'm getting you may have Greek ancestry. Let's see. I'm hearing you have angelic protection. You can call on your divine guides anytime. I'm hearing reminder to speak to them, communicate to them. Okay. All right, let's see what it says. It says, Mercury, open communication. Get a weight off your chest. Speak up with love and be heard. Mercury is the Roman god of messages and communication. In Greek mythology, he's known as Hermes. Ah, Hermes, yes. Hermes Trismegistus. Yes, this is true. He has often been depicted with wings on his feet, representing his capacity to be swift and carrying a caduceus, the same healing wand that Archangel Raphael is known to carry. As well as overseeing communication, he oversees the planet Mercury. When this goes retrograde, which means it appears to go backwards when seen from the Earth, communication can be delayed or difficult. We can call on Mercury for help with loving, honest, and open conversations, divination, and any form of expressive art such as writing, poetry, and journalism. He can also help us heal miscommunications that have caused distress. Okay, the extended message says, open all levels of communication now. Important messages, information, and insights are being shared. You may hear from an old friend or family member, or have an opportunity to finally understand a loved one that you've not had an easy time with. You may be able to clarify situations where you feel you weren't heard properly or were misunderstood. Get things off your chest in a loving way so that you can clear all the roads to love in your life. Listen to, as in listen also. Don't only just speak your part, but also listen to what the other person has to say, because active listening is a part of communication. In fact, it's a critical part of communication. We don't want to be sitting there having a conversation with somebody, and while they're talking, we're not paying attention to their words. Instead, we're thinking in our head what we want to say next. That's not communication. That is when you really don't care what the other person has to say, and that's not okay. So if you catch yourself doing that, remind yourself to listen to what they have to say. You'll have an opportunity to speak, and don't be afraid that you're not going to speak fast enough, because you'll be able to form your next thought in plenty of time. That's what active listening and good communication is all about. It says here, communication is a two-way street. Mercury is here now to allow you to hear clearly and be heard. So there may be something you need to say, maybe something you need to get off your chest. It's interesting, very interesting. It's also interesting that I forgot about Hermes Trismegistus, Mercury, Archangel Raphael. I was getting Thoth, and I still think that Thoth is involved. I think sometimes it's not uncommon for these gods and goddesses and sacred light beings and angelic people, individuals, energies from the angelic realms and cosmic realms and all of this other places. I think they can manifest to us in many different forms, quite frankly. So yeah, there's a big emphasis on communication here. It's a very beautiful energy. And I think also communicating to yourself. Because remember, we had all of this energy, all of these reiterations of our focus, how we speak to ourselves, this way we are fiercely devoted to standing up for ourselves. We are master manifestors, co-creating with the universe, creating our golden age. What does your golden age look like to you? What do you want the next 20 years to look like to you? Write it down. Archangel Raphael is standing in front of me. Write it down. You have the support of the divine. Do you understand the magnitude of that? You have the support of the creator of the universe working with you right now to bring about the golden age, the life that you want, your heaven on earth. What do you want it to look like? And you know what? We have two symbols of the Star of David, which to me is just a two-dimension representation of the Merkaba. You're being transported to your best and highest life here on earth, in the here and now. And it's happening fast. So if you have any kind of mental clutter, mental junk that you need to work through, work on it, okay? Don't get so busy that you forget to take time out to do that. Write it down. And I'm excited to hear how it unfolds in your journey. So please share with us in the comments. And let's build our community and support each other. This is beautiful energy. I am so grateful and so thankful to my guides, God, Source, Creator, Universe, for this message today. Thank you so much. I accept it. I love it. I hope that it offered clarity, encouragement, and I hope that you can accept it as well, listeners, to those of you who have viewed this video. I hope it is for your best and highest good. I also would like to remind you that according to the algorithm to help get this message in front of other people, because we are a very little channel and we're still growing, it helps to have our viewers like, subscribe, comment, and share. Also, please remember, not all messages are going to resonate, and that's totally okay. Take anything that resonates, leave anything else that doesn't. All right. Thank you all so much for your time with us today. Love and light. Take care.